Jiminy's. That's crazy. Ajura the essence. I mean, yeah, for essence, transessence. Iridescence. So why is it spelled sense? That's obvious, because sense, just like the word science. Yeah, now you know why it's spelled sense for father. Okay, science equals father. Sense just pops off the I. Okay, and so the ending of all these words points to father perfectly. Iridescence, phosphorescence, adulorescence, aventurescence. Father. Okay, that's cool. But I wanted to hit the big kahuna. So when you talk about luster, lux, which means light, pure threes, okay. And I just love scooping in terms. When you talk about luster in mineralogy, so luster is Christ. And then this is so cool. So the highest, in my opinion, excuse me, I'm barely on camera half the time. The highest, most desirable term for luster is adamantine luster, which is the fire of diamonds, like sparkling, translucent. In my opinion, it's the king. It's fun solving all these terms. Refractive index. A little data for you, son, but that's a father plus one term. Index of refraction. Okay, but I want to show you something cool here. Adamantine luster, also known as superlative luster, is a Father plus Christ glorifying set of letters. Okay, adamantine luster describes ultra shiny dudes that are semi-transparent. So adamantine luster. I'm willing to bet that this is the British way of spelling luster like that. So adamantine is Father, and luster is Christ. And this is very obvious because the offsets between the two of them are in sixes, as we've been saying all along. So adamantine is exactly 24 points higher than Father. And luster is exactly 18 points higher than Christ. So offsets of 6. So the first was plus 24, and the latter is plus 18. So both numbers divide by 6, differing by 6, very obvious. Okay. So Father owns the word adamantine. He also owns the word superlative. He is the greatest of all. Superlative, rather, to Father, as a little confirmation there. In fact, these words are very similar in length, 10 and 11 letters. Superlative is very high in value. It is not plus 24 over Father, it is plus 90 over Father. But all these numbers divide by 6. Okay, so let's solve adamantine for Father. So this is very obvious. I'll do Christ first because you have the 2 plus 2s right there, the singular plus 1. Okay. and of course a T is a T and an S is an S, like in order. Then this E differs from an H by 3 points perfectly. And then you have 3 letters that divide by 3. So it's flawless in its design. So, and you can point out the fact that an R is an R. And then an I plus a C equals an L. And then this U is the bonus 21. But the fact that you dropped 3 points from the H to the E is beautifully offset by the U, okay, to bring us back into the 6's land for the overall offset down there. So Christ, the word luster is flawless for Christ. And then adamantine is Father, and that is the king of lusters. So like if I was to do an image search, for example, on adamantine luster, you would see all sorts of brilliant, shiny, probably mostly diamonds, coming at you. Adamantine luster. It's basically the shiny, as much shine and sparkle as you can possibly. Ooh, luster collection. Oh, now they're classifying resinous, greasy, metallic, dull, submetallic, shining, pearly, adamantine. On any of the color collection. Rocks and minerals. Diamond. Number 1. See, that's what I'm talking about. Mohs hardness scale. +1, +1, +1. Father, Father, Father. Mohs, doesn't matter if you have that. Mohs hardness scale. Father, Father, Father. Adds perfectly to 183 divides by 3. Wouldn't you be surprised if you did a study on those? You got some amazing. Now I'm probably going to be tempted to solve that image because I just like solving everything. Yeah, so adamantine. Adamantine is a hard, brilliant luster. Hard Father, brilliant Father, adamantine Father, luster, Christ. Superlative luster, Father, luster, Christ. Seen in transparent or translucent, having a high refractive index, from the Greek word adamos. Oh my gosh, it even starts with Adam. This is so glaring because Adam is the first father. That's the bonus gem that just came to us right there. Who is the first father of mankind? Well, Adam. That's so cool. Adam is pure +1s and makes 19. It's plus A is the first letter, 1. D is +1/3. A is 1 again. Then an M is +1/12. Adam is the first father in the Bible. God created Adam. So that's why this is such a huge word now. Like now this word just got boosted in my mind. Because Adam is the first human who is the father of the human race. Oh yeah! But God the Father is obviously the creator of Adam the Father. So adamantine is the word to describe the most beautiful looking, hard, brilliant Father, superlative luster, high refractive index, from the Greek adamos, meaning shine. Seen in stones such as cerussite, diamond, garnets, and zircon. Like the shiniest, sparkliest, lustrous, most desirable. Ooh, just got some good words. Remember how we solved earlier that Father is highest, holiest, loftiest, choicest? Well, amazingly, shiniest is also +1 for Father. Is this on camera? Yeah. So shiniest is Father. Shiniest. The Father is the shiniest. I mean, you read about revelations of the Father on the throne in heaven. There's lightning bolts shooting out from the throne. There's rainbows. There's blinding light. Father is surely the shiniest. So check this out. It's obvious. Father is perfectly parallels the word shiniest. And this is, I'll point out the most obvious things. You have 4 plus 2's versus 2 plus 1's, which is parallel in the 3 plus 2's and the single plus 1 in Father. And then they both have 2 letters that divide by 3 in them. And there you go. There's your correlation. A TH equals a TH and E equals an E, and then you can swap, throw all that stuff together. In fact, there's even more stunningness as I look at this. This just gets ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. Both are doubly bookended with 3's, like an S and a T makes multiple of 3, an H and an S makes multiple of T, just like the bookends of Father, and then the centers of each word differ by 9. So Father is the shiniest. Do I want to try and invent a new word, like, I don't know, sparkliest? Does that work? Amazingly, that is also Father. In fact, it uses the same digits as shiniest. If this word does not exist in anyone's mind, it does now. Sparkliest is 130, same digits as shiniest plus 1 offset for Father. All this, so that's adamantine. But it starts with the word Adam, the first man, which is Father. And then this is just your flawless 3's on the end, 63, but the grand total is... So that was amazing. Adam, the first Father, adamantine. You'll never forget it now. Like, who's the first father? Adam. Well, what's the king of sparkle in Gemville? Adamantine. It's the shiniest diamond there is. Like, literally the shiniest diamond there is called adamantine. It's like Sparkleville. Superlative luster seen in shine. I want to solve Mohs hardness scale after this, probably. Adamantine. I want to see if there's just a... Oh, and then there's a definition of adamantine that says unbreakable. Interesting. See, corundum are some of the hardest gemstones, which is Father, like sapphire and ruby. The hardness 9, almost diamond. You can see from Mohs hardness scale that corundum is level 9, very hard. Rubies and sapphires are corundums, and so now adamantine spar is going to be a Father name. Flawless offset for Father is a variety of corundum. Diamond is the best known material to be described as having adamantine luster. There you go. Diamonds. And they're defined as having a fractive index of 1.9 or more. Okay, I'm not going to dig into that now, but just know that adamantine is king. So if I was to search for adamantine diamonds, so the adamantine collection is basically saying the most sparkly guys, like they are translucent, they sparkle, they're glassy. The adamantine collection, nice set of letters because collection divides by 3 just like the. So it'll an offset for father. So an adamantine collection is a great adamantine, father, father, father. The shiniest, the best, the shiniest, the glitziest, the glossiest, the adamantine, the shiny guys. The shiny guys. I want the sparkly, shiny guys. Adamantine. Adamantine, adamantine, adamantine. So you got to dig up these official words, and then you get your satisfaction. See, you can tell this word is not very well known amongst the populace because there's not a lot of images posted. Adamantine. Okay, so that was so cool for father because Adam is the first father. Beautiful. And then for me to point out, so now you'll remember that adamantine is the, and so now you have, so look at the number of +2s, and they're all near the end, just like in the father. Just boom, big cluster bomb of them right there. A pair of N's equals the TH, an E equals an E. And then this T can hook up with the D to make 6s down here. You can get flawless equivalence there. You can also point out the obvious, that the A comes first, followed by an E. Okay. If you want to get some equivalence right off the bat here, it's not hard. And we'll have now very cleanly spelled father using letters from adamantine in exactly 6 letters. So I just achieved father. From letters in adamantine using exactly 6 of them. And the A and the E were in order. And N and an N equals the T and H, which is obvious because N is at the dead center of the value of TH. That's why I've noticed that everywhere. And then a T and the D equal the FR, and then now the rest provides your lovely 6's offset where it adds the final 24. There you go. Man, you can point out other amazing things for adamantine and father. Like, this is adamantine. Look at, you have double bookending to make multiples of 6, and it's very ridiculous, in fact, because the DN make triple 6, flanked in AE, which is 6. Well, that is very similar to the FR up here, which make quadruple 6, inset by the AE, which makes 6. That is silly, silly beautiful. You seen this? Yeah. And now at the center is 3's, and then flanked in 3's, and then flanked in your 10 point. Oh my gosh, saves the best for last. I kid you not, father is at the dead center of adamantine. See how patience prevails? See how you spend your time? You milk something for all it's worth, and now you receive your satisfaction. I kid you not, at the dead center in 6 letters is father, at the dead center of adamantine, just like father was at the dead center of the Lord, as in the famous, letters of the Bible that are 6,000 in number, almost 5,900. At the dead center of the Lord is father. And that is the exact same phenomenon as the dead center of adamantine. Wow. If you waited that long, you got a gem. Yes, adamantine. So father is at the dead center of adamantine. 58, right at the center. And now you can compare those letters to like father and be like, oh, whoa, that is crazy. Like you can get the 24 I'm seeing from an I, an A, and an N, and then you can get the T equals the T, and then the M equals the HE. Like this is crazy what I'm seeing now between father and adamantine. So father is at the dead center of adamantine. Like, I'm happy this is on video because people wouldn't notice this until computer programs can be designed. So father is at the dead center of adamantine. Just to peg that. There it is, folks. You saw it and heard it here first. And then it's flanked in the gorgeous sixes like I detailed. Wow! What is adamantine? Well, it's the highest level of luster in all gemhood. What is luster? It is the shine, the sparkle. It's why we buy diamonds. Let's not kid ourselves. You could also say it exists in human eyeballs, like adamantine luster, the sparkle in someone's eyes, you know. It's why we buy diamonds. The adamantine luster, the sparkliness, the shine, the brilliance. Okay? There you have it. Adamantine is just... So now just take a little extra look. So how did God achieve that? How did that Father come to be at the center of adamantine? Well, look at the correlations. So an FR is 24. I noticed that you could make that from an I and an A and an N. Okay. And then an A is an A. A T is a T. And then an M equals an HE. Wow. That was like component-wise brilliant. So there you go. Father owns the word adamantine. He is the king above all kings. He's the name above all names. And adamantine is the name above all lusters. It is the most desirable luster in all minerals and gems. It's basically diamond style luster. Like sparkling, fiery, shimmers of light coming from every single conceivable atom inside that puppy. And it makes you happy. Okay. Oh, that felt good. Okay, and there was so much glory in that word because Adam was the first father, and that's at the very front of the word. And the more we looked, the more we saw. And the plus twos were near the end, and the plus ones were at the beginning, just like in Father. And the plus twos were greater in number. Actually, no, they were less in number. It's fine. Now you know why you always check the center of words. It's like, what else is he hidden in there? 15 is at the dead center, just like the center of Jehovah. It's king for 3, and then it gets flanked in 33, oh man. Then it jumps up to Father, and then it maintains. And then because Father is always in offsets of 6s, that's the most beautiful thing of all. So Father at the center, and then the offsets of 6s just come around that with the 666 first, followed by the 6 on top. It's just flawless. And so there we get your done. Enough said. I hit that one out of the park like 4 times. By the way, you can find love in Christ is at the dead center, and then find love in luster. It is very beautiful as well. It's the L and the R is 30 plus the S and the E12, and then you get your bonus points on top of that to keep the same offset as Christ. So, like I said, Father is at it. So now what happens when you put the Father plus Christ together, as they are standing beside each other in the heaven forever and ever? Father plus Christ together, it's pure heaven. It's love plus half a love. Put adamantine plus luster together. It divides by 3, obviously, as well. And there's artistic effects in there. And done. Done. There it is. We milked your diamond, honey, and we did it well. Okay. Now, like I say, class, there's only one thing better than one diamond, and that's multiple diamonds. And diamonds, plural, is gorgeous for Father as well. And God said to me, don't be afraid to pluralize things to check the Father plus 1 offset, and it's very obvious. And you can do a comparison on all this fine glory fest. Father, diamonds. Wonder if you can find Father flawlessly in diamonds. Man, it's like plus 1 right from the center out. In fact, there's a beautiful, obvious thing to state. The center of Father equals the center of diamonds. And we've seen God do this everywhere. So, for example, the word kiss. Same thing, okay? The word kiss. The center of the word kiss equals the center of the word Father equals the center of the word diamonds. And then kiss equals Father, okay? So we're hot on the trail here. So, same Father who created kissing created all diamonds. Oh, yeah. Give her lots of diamonds, get lots of kisses. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes it works. Okay, no, I have no idea. And then that's very beautiful because that's flanked in a multiple of 3, just like Father is. Yeah, I'm already satisfied with what we've achieved. Father owns all diamonds. There, it just fell into our lap, just like the Father created all kissing. There it is. So Team Blue, for the record, is a 8 plus 27 plus another 9 is 36. That's amazing. So Team Blue is 6 times 6. F and R is like pure sixes. Done. We dissolved all diamonds in the name of the Father. And that was very clean and perfect and satisfying. Okay, so next up on the Price is Right, having solved all the world's diamonds, what will we solve next? And all the world's luster, and all the world's adamantine luster, and therefore all things sparkling in the history of gemhood. What shall we solve next? Now, I feel the need to preach on this. God takes the glory for the highest, the greatest, and the last shall be first. I can't resist picking this one off. Interestingly, the word dull is much shorter than the word adamantine, and far less screaming out glory, in my strong opinion. But the word dull is also +1, which parallels Father. So a dull luster also hooks up beautifully in threes, and it's very obvious. Okay, and you can't, like, things have a dull luster because God made it that way. Well, see the glory in these words. D parallels, hooks up with an E. These guys all divide by 3. Very obvious, dull luster. Okay, Christ, still luster, dull, Father, and you can solve all the rest of them with their own beauty. And okay, but this is, the adamantine is like reserved for the word luster, like the best of the best. Okay, all right. So we killed that one pretty good. What is next in Gemhoodville? We solved obsidian, which was awesome. Oh yeah, I was I just wanted to refresh my mind regarding obsidian. Isn't it not just, whew, that stuff is pretty as can be. Just curious to see it in the raw. Pretty awesome when you polish those guys. But they're just as cool in the raw. But I think, yeah, that's the picture I was kind of looking for. Like, that's how, that's the source of obsidian. Alright, and we've done a really good job of that. Anywho, okay, so obsidian was a father gem. And then we were also solving, that was awesome, solving obsidian. Black diamond, that's cool. Oh yeah, the famous black diamond trail. Black diamond then in overall becomes Christ. In its design. Black opal. Number of black onyx. Obsidian is one of the most famous for blackness, and that did not. That equals number, Father. I would like to Botswana agate. I think I would like to human knees. This is a bit much for a second here. I'm thinking I want to zoom out for half. Ooh, Danbarite. I mean, that's a flawless father offset. So you can solve more of these. But I would like to do something, take a break and try and solve Mohs hardness scale as it's written on this little document. And I'm just curious as to what these numbers would add to, and what each one, if this is indeed the official, because this is basically, this is kind of a historic I love that diamond is on the top. I just want to get a second source on Mohs hardness scale just to make sure those are the official name. Whatever. I just want to make sure those are the official names. Good old Wikipedia comes through every time. Just a little bit. So yeah, talc, gypsum, calcite, fluorite, apatite. Now there's an extra word in here, orthoclase, feldspar. So we'll just kind of log that as a, and then quartz, topaz, corundum, and diamond. So these are the Mohs hardness. And what is absolute hardness? I guess that's a new ranking system that actually, like, that's amazing. Like, diamond is 4 times as hard as corundum. Diamond. Solid diamond. The streak plate and oh my gosh. And then they did like a crazy, wow. And they did like other, and then some people went nuts and like put everything on the hardness scale, like of like all the. Truth is amazing how simple it is. It just, once something has been proven and it's been verified, it's like it's pegged forever. You know, it's like put it in the science books. You know, put it on Wikipedia, and then it just keeps building. It's like these lists, you know, just get added to, and it doesn't change and. Hardness, Father. I'd like to show off a quick couple things here. So I guess we'll start with the simple scale here. Talc, gypsum. You just say the word diamond and people get happy. What's interesting to me, if you add up all these words as it's written with orthoclase in there, it divides by 3. And quite nicely, indeed, just like the title Mohs hardness scale. If you popped out the orthoclase, and it would be a +1 Father offset, 799. Okay, it's interesting just to take a look at the ones that are +1 gypsum. 3. Fluorite. Okay. Crazy. Hardness we did for Father. 6, 6. 24 SAD. Like to write out the obvious. Okay. A T and an H differs from an H and an N by 6, and then shoot for 6s. SAD equals 24, ES equals 24, R is 666, and that's the same thing surrounding Father. Okay, so Father, hardness, and then that's the main word we're talking about here. And then, boy, you can have a real heyday solving each of these individual guys. I tried adding them all up. If you just... That's fine. I mean, if you took off the feldspar, the whole thing would divide by 3. You got a couple things you can... I think there's orthoplays. Check his grand total. You can even make a theory on that. It's supposed to divide by 3 or be plus 1, but I think it's pretty fine. A hardness kit. Oh yeah, kit is one of the simplest